Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Friday and welcome back to another Friday Favorites and Flops. I hope you guys had a good week. My week was okay, little rough. This week was the 1 year anniversary of Mr. Kong passing away, and so that was hard. I still have him looking over me. Back here every time I film, so I feel like he still is very much a part of this channel. If you are new here and you don't know why my channel name is what it is, Mr. Kong was my beloved pug for 15 and a half years, and he was amazing and my best bud and my hardest loss ever so far. So, yeah, anyway, I can't talk about him anymore because I'm going to start crying. But also still dealing with the Instagram stuff. I have to tell you guys, after doing this now for several weeks, I just don't think that I'm going to get any resolution from the situation, and that is super disappointing. I definitely appreciate those of you who are continuing to report the account and who are sending me information about the account. Yeah, I mean, it's really all I can do is I told myself I was going to give myself 2 more weeks, and that was a week ago now. So I have a week left of continuing to report. And after that point, unfortunately, I think just for my own mental health, I will have to walk away from this situation. And if someone gets scammed as a result of this person, I just have to know that it's not me. If you're new or you haven't heard about this situation, someone is using my images to basically catfish or scam people on Instagram. It sucks. I never thought that would happen to me. And unfortunately, Instagram took down none of Stella's pictures. They're still there. So Instagram, if you have your kids on it, I'm just going to say it one more time, take your children off of Instagram. I don't care if your page is private. I don't think it's a good idea, because someone can hack into your account at any point. I've had it happen to friends of mine. They've had their accounts hacked, and their accounts were private. So, I mean, the people who hacked in had no idea what they were even getting when hacking in, but you just never know. So, I don't know, be careful with social media. There's my TED Talk for this week. I'll let you guys know next week when my 2-week period of doing all the things is done, whether I've gotten anywhere, but I'm gonna guess I'm not gonna get anywhere. And for those of you who have asked me to sue Instagram, first of all, I would love to. Second of all, if you would like to contribute to the legal fees, I would love that. Like, I can't afford to take on a giant corporation. I mean, I can't. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sue Instagram. We don't have the money to sue Instagram or Meta or whatever it is. So anyway, you guys, I'm going to get into the fun stuff now because I'm tired of talking about that. But thank you for continuing to update me if you are interacting with the account. It's hysterical, right? In a funny but not actually funny kind of way. It's a nightmare. Anyway, let's get into the favorites. Okay, let's start with perfume because that's my favorite. And this week, you guys, the Penrose Secret Genius always sucks me in when I am wanting something cozy and warm and just comforting. This smells so good. It's definitely more of a gourmand vanilla. This has vanilla. There's some caramel in here, but also just like a touch of a really light floral. It's just so pretty. I love this scent. I already have a backup bottle of it because I love it so much. It's really, really good. You can find Secret Genius or Penrose fragrances, well, some of the Penrose fragrances at Ulta. They used to offer a lot more, but I don't know what happened. Anyway, you can still find it at Ulta. I'll link it down below. I'll put links to everything down below. But they obviously also have a website of their own, so I don't know, I'll link it wherever it pops up. Okay, let's go on to hair. I have a couple things in the hair department here I want to share. The first is I wanted to give you guys the last update from my JVN hair testing situation that I'm in right now. I used the JVN Complete Air Dry Cream a couple times this last weekend over the long holiday weekend. This is going to be a really great product for those of you that don't like to blow dry your hair. Like if you have beautiful, luscious, curly locks and you just want to put in a styling cream and let it air dry, you would love this. I actually like this for my hair as well, but I really do like blow drying my hair every single day. I do think that that gives me a lot more oomph. On the days when I use this, I still had like a slight bit of texture in my hair, but it was definitely much flatter, just kind of like how it looks when I don't blow dry it. So for me, because of my, you know, like 57 strands of hair, like I really like putting in the styling products, the mousse, the, you know, the volumizing sprays, all that jazz. But this is nice for days where you are just hanging out at home. Maybe you want to put some of this air dry cream into your hair, wrap it up in a bun, and then, you know, that's your do for the day. This smells really nice. I felt like it hydrated my hair for sure. I didn't need to use a lot. For me, because of my thin hair, I only used like, I mean, it was like less than a dime sized amount. And that was plenty for me. And this is 5 ounces. So if you have a lot more hair, obviously you'll use a little bit more product. But I do think it's worth trying if you specifically don't like to use a hair dryer. If you do, just stick with their like, they have a leave-in, like a leave-in protectant. I will link that down below as well. I love that product. That's fantastic. So, but yeah, this is nice. I'll definitely keep this around and use it like on weekends occasionally where I, you know, when we're literally just staying home and not going anywhere. On those days, I would totally use this after getting out of the shower and just not dry my hair. But yeah, anyway, I think it's a nice option. Another thing I wanted to tell you guys about, so I have another product courtesy of a Spoiled Child to be able to share with you. So I did order this through the Octoly website. So the Spoiled Child company sent this out for consideration. I don't have to give a good review. I just have to like tell you guys what my experience is. I used their, I used one of their like leave-in serums. It's like a hair growth type product, and I really like that a lot. This is their, so this is called the Rapid Recovery Hair Mask, and this has shea butter, macadamia oil, and a multi-mineral complex in it. So basically, this is said to visibly transform your hair in 5 minutes with this ultra-rich rapid treatment that infuses your hair with our mineral and amino acid complex to strengthen resilience and increase elasticity, supporting the growth of healthier, stronger hair. That's kind of like this whole like company's motto is like, you really want to nourish the hair to strengthen it, and that will lead to essentially better hair growth, like stronger hair. Hopefully some new growth potentially comes in. This mane changing formula features a powerful trio of hydrating heroes to fortify strands, repairing and preventing future damage caused by heat, overstyling, and environmental stressors. So the penetrating power of coconut oil reinforces the hair's structural proteins, and men's split ends. Shea butter coats strands deeply to deeply nourish and lock in moisture, and macadamia oil banishes frizz. So you basically are supposed to use this mask once to twice a week. I've been using it once a week. They say to apply it like mid-length to ends, but I have also been like working it into my scalp a little bit just as like a hydrating scalp treatment. And I really like this, you guys. It is definitely very rich and concentrated. You can see my marks in there for my fingers. This has virtually no scent, I feel like. It maybe like the slightest citrus, but if you are like really anti-fragrance, this might be a good one to check out. But yeah, this is a really nice formula. It does not weigh my hair down. It certainly hydrates it really beautifully. It rinses out cleanly. It leaves my hair shiny and soft afterwards. Very easy to comb through after I get out of the shower. Like, there's no tangles. They just come right out. Fine, thin hair can tangle like a mother in the shower. So I really like to use hydrating conditioners typically because they tend to detangle my hair a little bit better. This mask has been fantastic. I do think it makes my gray hair a lot more shiny. I used it this morning. So I do think it makes my hair a lot more shiny. It makes it manageable. Like, my hair isn't weighed down. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel coated. I was a little afraid of the coconut oil and the shea butter in here at first, but I didn't need to be. It doesn't make my hair heavy, which was my biggest fear. Rinses out perfectly, leaves my hair soft, shiny, manageable. This is really great. It is a higher end hair care line, so do keep that in mind. This mask is a little spendy. I do think it's worth it though for a treat for your hair, but I would almost recommend their spray and serum over, like, if you had to make a choice, I would say get that. And don't overuse it like I did. There's supposed to be a couple months worth of use in there. I just went a little ham. I used way too much, and I'm using way less of this because I'm realizing just how concentrated these formulas are. So I will put a link to this in the description box down below. I look forward to repurchasing this in the future and trying more from the brand overall, because I do think they have a really great concept with like their whole capsule thing that they do. So you basically just take out, sorry, there's my Ulta receipt. You take out this inner portion here, you just pop it out, and then you get a refill. So it's a lot less waste. They do the same thing. Oh, I already put it away. They do the same thing for their serums. You keep the glass bottle it comes in, and then you just pop in the refill thing. So I like that a lot. Okay, let's keep going. I have been testing more SPF for my 2022 summer sunscreen series, but really you should wear sunscreen year round. I heard about this from Dr. Dre I heard about it through her Instagram, but she's on YouTube. So you guys know who she is. She's a dermatologist. Anyway, love her. Sunbum Mineral Tinted Sunscreen Face Lotion Broad Spectrum SPF 30. I heard about this through her, and she had mentioned that this was a really nice matte formula, had a moussey texture, and so I was like, I gotta try that. So I went to Ulta to pick it up, and so I'll be doing the like official review of it next week, but spoiler, this is really great. I think I found another really great option for those of us with oily skin. I do think if you don't have oily skin, you would probably also like this. So if you're normal, combination, or oily or very oily, you should definitely give this a go. Now, if you are dry, I would maybe think this might not be the best for you. This is a titanium dioxide as well as a zinc oxide formula. I know that mineral sunscreens can be a little bit drying for some, so yeah, I don't know, be a little careful, but I really like this a lot. Stay tuned for more info. Couple skincare items that I was loving this week and really reaching for heavily. Oh look, you guys, I'm almost done with another one again. I love the Snail Mucin. I'm a big fan of this COSRX Snail Mucin. I've been through several bottles of it. I get it at Ulta. It's like 25 bucks. It is so worthwhile. Whether you have sensitive skin, whether you have oily skin, whether you're somewhere in between, you should just have this because it is so soothing. It never causes me to break out. If you go a little ham with your tretinoin and you're dealing with the flaking or the dryness or the tightness, just put this on. Put this on after you put on your tretinoin. I've done that quite a bit in the past as well. It just helps to heal and soothe the skin so beautifully. I just love this stuff. The texture of it's kind of weird. I mean, it looks a little like Snail Mucin. It looks a lot like Snail Mucin, but it's so cooling and soothing on the skin. I don't know. I was able to get back past the texture, and I'm kind of getting to be like one of those people that like doesn't like certain textures. I feel like the older you get, the more particular you get. I get why old people are so persnickety. You just have this lifetime of just learning what you like and what you don't like, and then you're like, nope, I just don't put up with the crap. Like, I don't need the stuff I don't like. The end. So I'm getting there, you guys. Getting ready for my old lady stage. And there's nothing wrong with being an old lady. Just, I feel like so many people will turn just like something that I say into like an insult, and it's like, it's not intended that way, but I mean, I guess in the eye of the beholder, I don't know. Never mind. This is pointless. There's no point. All right, green tea fresh serum from Isntree. I love this. I love this so much. This is not only hydrating, but if you have oily skin, this is going to help you combat that oily skin. I am almost done with my first bottle of this, and I mean, this goes to show you how much I've just been using this day and night. I also have been using this as my green tea serum that I apply before doing my red light therapy 3 mornings a week. I am still doing my red light therapy. I feel like that is why my skin continues to look as good as it can. I mean, it's my skin. It can only get to a certain point. But this is the best that my skin has looked since I was like, I don't know, probably 9 or 10 years old, before I started getting enlarged pores, before I started breaking out, before I was dealing with blackheads and sebaceous filaments and just the oiliest skin on the planet. Like, I have learned so much about my skin in the last like 10 years, and I have changed so much, and it has made such a difference, you guys. I don't think you have to do as much as I do for my skin to see progress. I just tend to be someone that like overdoes things in certain departments, but I find that that works for me. If it didn't, I would stop doing it, because I am someone who is very like pragmatic in that if it doesn't work, I'm not going to do it, or I'll stop doing it. I'll find something else. Anyway, this was something that I just randomly tried because I saw it and was like, oh my gosh, I love green tea. Let's try this. This was a really good find. This is under 30 bucks. I think I bought this off of Amazon. Like, you can get this on Amazon or anywhere else that isn't sold. So I'll put a link for it down below. Let's finish up with makeup really quickly. On my lips for most of this week has been the Fenty Beauty Gloss Balm in Fussy. Super pretty. I love these gloss balms. Really easy just to slap on. Love that. Love that neutral color, a little bit of glow to the lips. The LYS, look how much I've used of this. This has really been my go-to setting powder. The Triple Fix Translucent Setting Powder. So I have the shade Resilience, which is translucent, which is what I am. So check out that. That is all pan. Look at it. This is a really great powder. It's probably one of the more affordable powders that you can also find at Sephora. Really does a great job of setting my SPF. And then also setting my makeup when I'm all finished with it. I'll just do another light dusting. Just swiped my lips there. It's fantastic. Great for those of you with oily skin. The range in this is pretty decent. So if you're not translucent, if you have a much deeper skin tone, there is a color for you as well. So anyway, I really like this. The only thing I think I don't like is this triangle packaging. I do wish that it was a different shape, just because it is kind of hard to like, I mean, once you hit pan, you kind of have to pick a corner to use, basically. I don't love that, but overall, great powder. Highly recommend. My blush this week has been either Luminous Flush or Incandescent Electra from Hourglass, this company. This was a palette I got many moons ago from Sephora. You can purchase these separately, however. These are my favorite blushes still. They give the prettiest glow. They work really well with my oily skin. I have a lot of blushes that I really like that work really well with my oily skin, but the ones that I tend to always like favor the most are these Hourglass ones. I just think they're so pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. And and by the way, this is still my eyeshadow palette this week. Like, I just haven't even put it away. It's just been sitting here. It's the Lorac Pro 2. I really like these old Lorac palettes. I have several more of like the Mega Pros that I'm going to get out over the next couple of weeks and continue to use. Great formula in these Lorac shadows. They're definitely a lot more powdery. They can be a little bit messy, but I don't know. I like them a lot. So no one ever talks about them anymore. I feel like I am actually shocked that the Lorac brand is still around. So many brands have gone away lately. They're still kicking. Good for them. I always did like their palettes. They're beautiful. Can you hear that snoring? That's Alf. He's been in here this whole time. So he's so sweet. He's so good to his mom. Anyway, you guys, those are the favorites from the past week. Let me know what you were loving in the comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're new. I hope you have a great weekend. There's some home fragrance stuff coming up if you're interested. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.